For the last several years, the working assumption in enterprise AI was simple. Buy massive clusters of high-performance GPUs, feed them enormous datasets, and expect a linear improvement in capability. That logic held up when the primary workload was large-scale model training, pushing massive, predictable blocks of data through a highly parallel system. But agent-driven workloads do not follow that pattern. Agentic AI operates differently. Instead of a single inference call, an agent continuously retrieves external data, triggers critical APIs, evaluates the output, and hands off tasks to other models in a looping cycle. This constant looping, pausing, and branching results in a workload that is highly sequential and extremely sensitive to latency. GPUs are specialized accelerators, engineered for high-throughput parallel work. When they are forced to handle this type of sequential control logic and coordination, they become inefficient. Scaling modern infrastructure fails if you only focus on GPU count. In the agentic era, performance is limited by system coordination, not raw parallel compute. To see where this coordination actually breaks down, we have to look at the physical mechanics inside a data center server rack. A high-performance GPU is a massive, capital-intensive computational engine. The return on investment for this hardware depends on keeping it running at maximum capacity. Every microsecond it sits idle, the cost per operation increases. To keep the engine running, there is a strict timing requirement. The exact moment the accelerator finishes executing batch N, the data for batch N+1 must already be staged in device memory. The component responsible for hitting that window is the host CPU. It acts as the mechanical pump feeding data into the accelerator. Before the GPU can execute, the CPU must perform several ingestion tasks. It decodes instructions, normalizes the datasets, and moves packets across the system bus. If the CPU takes too long to prepare those packets, the pump drops pressure, the staging loop fails, and the GPU is forced into an idle state. System engineers call this failure state GPU starvation. Maximizing AI throughput requires solving this physical ingestion bottleneck at the host CPU layer. This pressure on the data pipeline is driving hyperscalers away from legacy x86 designs toward ultra-dense host architectures like ARM Neoverse v2 and v3. To prevent GPU starvation, engineers are moving heavy data preprocessing out of main memory and directly into the CPU core pipeline. ARM enabled this shift by building dedicated hardware for the task, the Scalable Matrix Extension, or SME, and its successor, SME2. Standard vector registers process data in a single, one-dimensional line. SME introduces two-dimensional hardware within the CPU core, specifically designed for matrix data. This physical structure is called the ZA Matrix Tile Storage Array. Its size is determined by the streaming vector length, or SVL. This provisions a square array where both dimensions equal the SVL. An SVL of 32 bytes yields a 32 by 32 grid, providing 1,024 bytes of local matrix storage. This dedicated physical space allows the CPU to perform high-speed outer product computations directly on the core itself. By handling mathematical tokenization natively, the CPU prepares data without relying on the GPU, effectively removing the first major delay in the ingestion loop. Let's trace how a reasoning prompt moves through an active agentic ingestion loop. Step 1. The ARM core switches to streaming SVE mode. This isolates the registers to prevent state leakage while the CPU tokenizes the text at the hardware level. Step 2. The tokenized data is output into high-efficiency co-packaged LPDDR5X memory staging areas. Step 3. The system pushes that data directly to the GPU, precisely in time for its next clock cycle. Completing that final step requires engineers to navigate a trade-off between sheer data velocity and system-wide flexibility. The bandwidth-optimized approach uses interconnects like NVLink C2C. This delivers 900 gigabytes per second of direct point-to-point throughput. However, this path requires a closed proprietary hardware ecosystem. The alternative is the open CXL 4.0 standard over PCIe, preventing memory from locking on to a single idle node. CXL allows fabric-wide shared memory pools. It limits raw bandwidth to 512 gigabytes per second, but enables dynamic memory allocation across the cluster. Building an effective host system means choosing between absolute data velocity and disaggregated memory scale to keep the GPU engine fed. These engineering requirements are manifesting in the physical hardware architectures now dominating hyperscale data centers. The flexibility of the ARM architecture allows for extreme system integration that off-the-shelf platforms cannot achieve. Google Axion, for example, surrounds central Neoverse cores with a network of titanium microcontrollers. These controllers handle network and security offloads, reserving 100% of the main CPU budget strictly for feeding the TPU accelerator. Nvidia's Grace CPU takes a similar approach, wrapping 72 ARM cores inside a custom scalable coherency fabric. We can see the result in the physical footprint of the Grace CPU superchip. The board is dominated by these two massive processor dies. To minimize physical distance and maximize speed, the server-class memory modules are co-packaged directly adjacent to the main processors. General-purpose server designs are physically unable to support this level of bisection bandwidth. It requires bespoke integration built on ARM's IP. These hardware advantages have created a strategic position that dictates how the AI market evolves. ARM has transitioned from licensing basic CPU designs to providing fully integrated compute subsystems. These subsystems allow competitors like AWS, Google, and Microsoft to rapidly build their own specialized silicon while retaining a common architectural foundation. This has created a unique state where cloud providers are building competing physical chips that all run on the exact same underlying instruction set. The result is a standardizing effect on the software layer. Libraries like Kleidi AI are now optimized specifically for ARM v9, creating a lock-in that transcends individual hardware vendors. By solving the deep physics of the data pipeline and standardizing the software requirements across every major cloud, ARM has ensured that the infrastructure of the Agentic era is permanently centered on its architecture.